the other one, obviously, this is the bigger contract. Kyler Murray, who had been, going through kind of like a, holdout process with the Cardinals throughout the entire offseason. He finally signed a huge $230 million deal with $160 million guaranteed. So not fully guaranteed like Deshaun's.
This one's a little surprising to me. I know he's a good player. He's been their best quarterback in a long time, but I mean, that attitude he had at the last year, man, at the end of that game was just, it was a playoff game.
Yeah,
right? He just basically gave up.
Yeah, I mean, the play in that game against the Rams wasn't very inspiring. I mean, from him or really the rest of the team. The Cardinals obviously started last season, what was it, 10-0? Like they were the hottest team in football, and then he got hurt, missed a couple games, and he just wasn't the same after he came back. And yeah, I mean, there were reports that during the playoff game, they were getting blown out, and he just wasn't really expecting it, and just kind of, I don't necessarily want to say quit, but I can't think of a better word. I don't want to say
that's effectively what it looked like. I mean, he basically was just fuck this, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Could
have been. Yeah, and then Arizona obviously wanted to see more out of their leader. He ended up taking all the Cardinals shit off of his Instagram. Cardinals then took all the Kyler shit off their Instagram, and then obviously it seemed like things were getting better, and then we headed through training camp, and then obviously he finally got his money. So he joins Dak and Aaron and Josh Allen and all the other quarterbacks that are near the top of that earning spectrum now. So
yeah, crazy money all around, man. Yeah, good for him, I guess.
Yeah, the court. I mean, it's ultimately, paying a quarterback that much can't be good for the rest of your team. But that's just I guess the business now.
It's hard to be happy about seeing that. It's great. I mean, that's gonna. If it's not my team, I guess I don't really care as much. But that kind of thing handicaps a team when you got to pay a quarterback that kind of money.
I mean,
if your ability to fill other positions with competent players goes down significantly.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, from the standpoint of being a Niners fan alone, I'm not necessarily mad if the Cardinals hamper another position that they can't pay a good player because they got to keep Kyler. That's
but it affects the entire league though. Just because that's the team that's in your rivalry doesn't mean that
eventually we're gonna have to pay Trey. Eventually we're gonna have to pay Trey if he's good.
It comes down the line. It may not affect you that season, but they have Kyler Murray and he might win them a Super Bowl or at least get them into the playoffs. And that's why they're investing that money. So you can see why they do it. When you have a quarterback like that, it's well, I guess we got to pay him whatever we have to keep him. Otherwise, we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see. I just wanted to mention one other thing here. Yeah, I think he's getting what it breaks down to $46 million a season. So this will probably impact the negotiations that Baltimore has with Lamar Jackson. Obviously, he's the next guy that's trying to get paid.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see when Lamar gets his deal. Aaron Donald also got a huge contract. He was debating retirement. Kind of wish that he would have retired. But
I know, right?